You know what's funny about small talk? Most people treat it like an annoying opening act at concert, something you have to endure before the real show of deep conversations and meaningful connections. But the truth is, every interaction, every relationship, even with your closest friends, starts with small talk. Think about it. Even your best friend started with, "So, what classes are you taking?" Or some equally awkward nonsense. And here's an unpopular opinion. Small talk isn't really about what you say. It's about making the other person feel human, not like a character in a video game waiting for the next prompt. You don't need a script, a clever line, or even charisma. You just need one skill: active observation. Active observation is noticing the person in front of you as if they're the only thing that exists in that moment, not their vibe, their aura, or how they appear to you. Just the tangible, concrete details. The way their shirt wrinkles when they move, the coffee cup they're gripping, the way they glance at their watch like they'd rather be anywhere else. And then you comment on those details in a way that invites, not demands, a response. That's it. Simple, subtle, but powerful. People love to feel noticed, not in some cringe, "You're so deep and mysterious" way, but in the plain human, "Hey, I see you" way. Humans are hardwired to crave acknowledgement, and that's why active observation works. Here's why it's so effective. When you make an observation instead of asking a question, you remove the pressure. You're not putting someone on the spot with, "So, what do you do?" or "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Instead, you're tossing a conversational ball and letting them decide if they want to throw it back. For instance, imagine you're at a coffee shop and notice someone holding a book. Most people would politely ask, "What are you reading?" But that puts pressure on them to explain, summarize, or justify. A better approach? Say, "That book looks like it's been through some things." Neutral, interesting, and inviting. Maybe they laugh and say, "Yeah, it's my third reread." Or maybe they roll their eyes and grumble, "I just want to finish it out of spite." Either way, you've started a conversation without making them feel like they're being interviewed. Or take a party, which, if you're an introvert, is probably your worst nightmare. Someone walks by holding a plate of questionable food. You could ignore it, hide in a corner, or make a generic comment. Instead, say, "Is that the chicken? Looks like it fought back." Suddenly, you've made an observation that's humorous and non-threatening. Maybe they laugh. Maybe they defend the chicken. But you've opened the door to interaction. And the best part? This works anywhere: work meetings, first dates, family gatherings, you name it. Active observation is flexible, simple, and it shifts the focus off you. You don't have to be witty, charming, or smooth. You just have to notice things and point them out. Now, this same principle of noticing patterns can also be applied to learning, which is where Brilliant comes in. Brilliant takes active observation and applies it to problem solving and skill building. Instead of noticing people, you notice patterns, solve problems, and learn real skills in math, programming, data analysis, and AI. Their interactive lessons replace boring lectures with hands-on practice that actually sticks. Whether you're a beginner or want to tackle advanced topics, Brilliant breaks it down so you can immediately apply what you learn. And it makes building a daily learning habit ridiculously easy. Just a few minutes a day can give you the satisfaction of real accomplishment. Back to small talk. Training yourself to notice details is the first step. Put your phone down. Take your headphones out and really observe like a detective in a show. Watch people's clothing, gestures, habits, and subtle behaviors. Then practice turning those observations into comments. Don't overthink it. Most people care far less than you think. See someone in a bright yellow jacket? Say, "That's a bold color choice. I respect it." Simple, genuine, effective. Not every observation leads a conversation, and that's fine. The goal isn't to force interaction. It's to give people the opportunity to engage if they want. As you practice, small talk stops being a chore. It becomes a kind of game where you notice details, comment lightly, and watch reactions. You stop worrying about being clever, because it doesn't matter. What matters is showing up, paying attention, and making people feel seen. Think about it. When was the last time someone genuinely noticed something about you in a non-weird way? Probably not recently. That's the power of active observation. It's like a glitch in the matrix. You notice things when others don't, and it makes you memorable. Even the smallest things can be conversation starters. At a Halloween party, someone wears a tie with tiny rubber ducks. Most people ignore it or say, "Nice tie." You, however, say, "Okay, I need to know the story behind the ducks." Suddenly, you made a personal, engaging comment that makes them feel interesting. It works with shoes, coffee orders, pets, anything you can genuinely notice. And here's the key. You have to mean it. People can smell fake interest instantly. Even a 5-minute genuine curiosity can make a huge difference. Small talk isn't shallow if you do it this way. It's the first layer of connection, and the more you practice, the more you see how fascinating people are, even in mundane conversations. So next time you're in line at a coffee shop or at a party, notice someone, comment on one thing, and let the conversation unfold naturally. You don't need to be the life of the party. You just need to be present, aware, and engaged. Eventually, small talk stops feeling like a task. It becomes a fun, interactive way to connect with the world around you. You start enjoying it. You start noticing patterns. And you realize the real secret isn't about impressing anyone. It's about showing up, paying attention, and making people feel seen. That's it. That's all it takes.